Dr. Quinn Medicine Woman and Superman having relations. Somewhere in Time, released in 1980 and is directed by Janelle Suarez, who is also behind such films like Jaws 2, Santa Claus the Movie, and Supergirl. And this film is starring Christopher Reeve, Jane Seymour, and Christopher Plummer. And the reason why we're talking about Somewhere in Time today is because it was a recommendation from one of my longtime friends, someone I haven't heard from in a while, and we haven't had a recommendation from them in a while, but she has her own theme song with her recommendations. This is from Kristen Weissner. She loves Gone with the Wind, and she knows I don't, so I had to give her her own theme song. It's been a while since I've heard that one. I've missed it. But thank you very much, Kristen, for the recommendation. I've never seen this film before. I've definitely heard about it, though. I feel like my mom has always talked about this movie because the aesthetic of when they go back in time to 1912, I feel like that was the aesthetic of our house that my mom was just trying to do. We had the outdoor furniture that we see in this movie. There was a lot of stuff on the interior that we had throughout the house. I think my mom just wanted to be Jane Seymour from this film. Spoiler alert, she is not Jane Seymour from this film. Richard Collier is a famous playwright who is struggling for inspiration while writing his next play. So he decides to take an impromptu trip from Chicago to Mackinac Island, Michigan. Mackinac Island! I live in Michigan. I've been to Mackinac Island. I know all the places there. That's cool! And while there, he becomes infatuated with a picture that is in the historical museum, and he feels an even stronger pull to be in her presence. So here comes the twist in the story. Richard learns how to time travel through hypnosis, and he is able to time travel all the way back to 1912 when Elise McKenna was a famous actress, and he tries to win her heart and live happily ever after with her. I'm gonna be honest, I did not see that one coming. And the movie opens where Richard is kind of a younger man. He's a younger playwright just getting started, and this old woman comes over and gives him a pocket watch, and you can tell that there's a certain relationship there. I don't know if he knows it, but she definitely knows it. And then we fast forward 8 years, and he's a struggling playwright looking for inspiration, goes up to Mackinac Island, which is a great little vacation spot, not just here in Michigan, but it's a famous vacation spot for a lot of people all around the world. It's interesting though that they had cars in this film. I think they had to get special permission to use them, because you go to Mackinac Island, there are no cars. I think the only cars that are there are like fire trucks, ambulances, and special vehicles like that. The only other ways to get around the island is by boat, horse and buggy, or bike, or you're walking. So to see cars on the island, I was like, hey, wait a minute, that's... no. But I've been to that Grand Hotel. I haven't actually stayed there, but I've been there, and it's an impressive thing. It's very beautiful. The whole island is beautiful. Up north in Michigan is a very beautiful place. A perfect place to take a vacation, to get inspiration, just to see natural beauty, to see the waves, to see lighthouses out in the distance. It's perfect. But then to see an old picture in a historical museum and feel that pull to her, I mean, I was thinking like, oh, he's just gonna find his muse and write a play for her here in modern times, but no. We take a sharp right turn, a 90-degree turn, and we're gonna try to time travel here. I guess it makes sense. This movie's called Somewhere in Time, so, I mean, it would make sense that we do time travel in here, even though I think the reasoning behind the time travel is a little bullshit. You'd have to explain it to me. I would love to hear Neil deGrasse Tyson talk about the probability and possibility of time travel through hypnosis. What is the state of reality? Well, it's how your mind processes things. So if your mind believes that your body is in 1912, who's to say that that's not actually happening? Wow, I think I just went cross-eyed. But he goes back in time. He meets up with Elise, who is played by Jane Seymour, who I've never seen a performance from her previous to Dr. Quinn Medicine Woman, so I knew her in like her late 30s, early 40s. Of course, I know her from Wedding Crashers. I mean, who wouldn't remember her? Or from all those jewelry commercials. But seeing her in this film, I think my mouth dropped. I was like, oh my god. She is stunning. She's a freaking angel. Wow! I didn't even realize that she was in this movie until we go back in time and I see her on screen. I'm like, wait a minute. give you a couple more wrinkles and you could be Dr. Quinn. Are you Dr. You are frickin' Dr. Quinn, and oh my god, you are gorgeous. I mean, she's gorgeous now in modern day, but going back then, holy frickin' crap. So you have two really charming and really beautiful people getting together in this movie. It's a pretty charming and beautiful film. Because let's be honest, Christopher Reeve has an amazing look about him. You look at him and you go, yeah, you look like Superman. You look like a statue. You look unique. There's no one else in this world who looks like you. You look like no one else. This film was released in 1980, 2 years after his first stint as Superman, so he's just getting popular. So it's nice to see him in another role, because I know it eventually got to the point where, oh, he's Superman, there's a curse around it, and he can't land any other roles or any other big roles in the world, because of course, you're Superman, you're a comic book character. So it's nice to see him in this role, and you get to see a lot of the acting chops that you don't get from him from Superman. He's a funny guy. He has great comedic timing. He's very personable. He is so frickin' charming, and he knows how to kiss a woman. Holy crap. That first kiss, I don't know what direction they got, or if it was just him deciding to just linger there before the kiss actually happens. You can tell she's getting all hot and bothered, and I'm getting all hot and bothered. Holy crap! Let's dim the lights and see where this frickin' goes. That was hot as hell. And this is an epic love story. It's about finding that long-lost love. If you don't believe in soulmates, I think this film would convince you that there is such a thing. And there's no other obstacles than that. It's about getting with the person that you love and that you're infatuated with. And once you have them, to never let them go. And if something does happen to where you do have to let them go, it's better to kind of just sit there and die so you see them in the afterlife. It's just, wow. This film is some Romeo and Juliet type shit, just without the fighting and sword battles and poison. Instead of poison, we have a frickin' Penny in this film. That stupid Penny. This is a charming love story. If you're into romance films, I think this is a must-view for you. There's some cheesy lighting choices where it seems like everything is overlit, so we get a lot of light bleeding on the edges of the screen, making it seem like all of this is a dream, or they're in heaven, or they're in paradise, which it definitely looked like paradise, so I'm okay with it. It's a very charming movie, and I had a great time with it. I wasn't expecting what we got from here, but to see this love connection and this couple on screen, this is one of the best couples on screen that I've ever seen. And it makes you just believe in love, and if there's anything to believe in the world nowadays, if you watch a movie that makes you believe more in love, then, I mean, 2 thumbs up to you. I love it. I'm gonna give Somewhere in Time 4 out of 5 Blu-rays.
Like it a lot.
Alright everyone, tomorrow marks the 5-year anniversary from when I uploaded my very first review on YouTube with Transformers Revenge of the Fallen, a great start to my YouTube channel history. But I wanted to do something special for the 5-year anniversary of this channel, and it turns out that tomorrow, June 4th, 2022, is actually the 40th anniversary of another special film, especially when it comes to the Star Trek franchise, Star Trek II: The Wrath of Khan. So I decided to do a nice little watch-along of that film, because a lot of people hail it as the best Star Trek film to ever be made. So, 40-year anniversary of the film, 5-year anniversary of this channel, it's a perfect match. So come on out to my channel tomorrow and watch me watch Star Trek 2 and watch this grown man cry, because if you know what happens in Star Trek 2, it's a thing that'll get all nerd boys to cry. So guys, have you seen Somewhere in Time? What did you think about it? Or if you've never seen it before and you stumbled across it because of this video, then comment below, let me know what you thought about it. And as always, if you like what you see here, if you like my take on movies, then hit the subscribe button and make sure you hit that bell so you know the next time I release next movie review. So guys, I will see you next time on the channel, but in the meantime, be well, be good to each other, and go watch a movie. Take care, guys.